Okay, I'm just going to guess that I'm live right now. So, right, before I get into this, hello everyone, welcome back to another SpudLad96 stream. Today, I'm playing a bit of DCS. Now, Streamlabs doesn't recognize DCS as an actual game, so I've just got it here. So if I Alt-Tab for whatever reason, it's just going to be, you're going to be able to see it, basically. But yeah, so the plan for today is that I do a mission, right? I'll do a cold start on F-16, which is what I'm flying right now, and then I'll do a mission. Probably get shot down. If I do, I might just do a little bit more training, just so it isn't completely boring. But what the mission is there's some transport aircraft with a fighter escort. Ooh, exciting. And our job is to intercept them. And we're off to a great start because none of the buttons want to click. Can I, please? Am I going to have to end the stream because I can't click any of the buttons? Oh my days, man. What? Nah, bro. What is going on? Hang on. Alright, here we go. So, main power to on, and then jet fuel to start to, canopy down and locked. Wait for engine RPMs to climb up to 20, and then that's when we can put the throttle to idle. There we go. So there's quite a lot of procedures when you're cold starting this, and there's a lot of tests I could do, but because we're rushing for this intercept, I'm. Ooh, all right, well there we go. Because I'm rushing for this intercept, not got time. But there we go. Power on. Rate 2-3 manual. Oh please, is my radar warning receiver gonna turn on? Okay. Finally, all of that on, and nose wheel steering on. HUD full brightness, and then cockpit HUD. There we go. And hang on a second. I need to get my joystick actually working. I should have set this up way better. There we are. So we'll taxi up to the start of the runway and then we'll get going. So I'll go over a little bit of what this is whilst you're looking at it, because to anyone that basically hasn't ever played this game before, it's going to be really weird to see. But basically, all you need to really know is that this is my radar warning receiver, so I can see what planes are painting me with their radar, and I can see what planes have a lock on me. This here is my radar. You'll see when I get in the air that it changes depending on what buttons I press. I'll just turn my master arm to off so that we can actually fire our weapons once we get up in the air. My artificial horizon also keeps on uncalibrating itself, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, so another big one to look out for when you're watching me on this is you'll see fuel flow. I'll do the lineup on the cockpit here. You'll see fuel flow here, which is how much fuel's going into the engine, pounds per hour. That's how much fuel I've got in total, so just under 12,000 pounds. I'll just do a test right now. So if I was on low fuel, that's what it would look like. What else do I need to turn on? I think that's everything. Right, let's just get into the air, and then we'll sort ourselves out. So we're on full afterburner. This thing has a tendency to skid around the runway when taking off, and it's also extremely laggy, which doesn't exactly help us. So there we go, and we're up. So gear up, those 3 lights will go out, and we'll go into air-to-air mode. So right, ooh, I'm just gonna get up in the air, and then we'll see what's going on. So if you have a look, this is where we are right now, and the enemy flight is here. So we're going to try and intercept them. I think we'll have a wingman joining us in a little bit, but we'll fly out to around about here. So nothing's got us on their radar yet, which is surprising because we have a friendly flight of F-16s hit. Oh no, they're not pointing at us, so that explains it. But right. Oh yeah, so you see that little 16 there? I think that's a 6. Yeah, that's a 6, I think. So that means that we've got an F-16 who can see us on their radar. So it'll be these guys here, but they're friendly, so we don't have to worry about that. So yeah, right. What is there to go over? So basically, right now I'm on the AIM 120C, which is these missiles you can see on the edge of the wing, and they are radar guided. Very fun. Which means that if I get a radar lock on someone, I know what I'm saying, I'm shit at explaining it basically. If I get a radar lock on someone and I get within range, I can launch it, and then the AIM 120 will follow my radar lock to the target. However, after a certain amount of time, it will use its own inbuilt radar to lock onto the target itself, at which point I can break the lock and go and select a different target if I wish. So I'm just gonna climb just short of afterburner, so about here, because you see my fuel flow right now is about 7,600. Watch as soon as I go into afterburner, watch this. It absolutely like ramps up. So you just got to be quite careful to just not burn a lot of fuel. Oh my god, I forgot to arm the ejection seat. Oops. Alright, well, it's armed now, so that's alright. Now, what else is there to go over? So, if I wanted to use my gun, I've got to click this button here, and then I can use my gun. I'm not going to fire it now, because it'll just waste ammo. I've got 510 rounds, which I can fire for 5 seconds. But then we go back to air-to-air mode. Now, there's this button here that you'll see me using as well, slave and bore. Now, for AIM 120, it works differently for the 2 types of missile I have. I have AIM 120s, which are radar guided, and AIM 9s, which are heat seeking. Now, if I was in slave mode for the AIM 120, that means it follows my radar, and when I lock onto a target, it will follow. How do I say this? It will follow the lock that I've gained. Hang on a sec. Ugh. But if I switch it to bore mode with the AIM 120, what that basically means is that I can literally just fire it and it will find the nearest target on its own radar and just track that. If I was to switch to the AIM 9, you can hear a little like noise, which will change if I get a lock. Then what this will do is on slave mode, it will follow my locks, and it will all of its tracking is within that little diamond there. But if I was to turn it onto bore mode, this is where it gets pretty cool. It's in this diamond here, but with this diamond, I can look around and get locks with it. So I could, like, if there's a guy up there, find him, boom, shot. So I'm just gonna, I think I might need to change course a little bit. yeah, so you can see they're going to be coming over those mountains, kind of. We've got to climb a little bit more because I believe they're at around about 30,000 feet. So here you can see we're at about 16,000 feet climbing. We are looking at about how high is our rate of climb? We're looking about 15 degrees rate angle of climb. Again, waffle, you don't I'm not great with explaining these terms. Then we've got speed here, which I think is in knots. I'm pretty sure it's in knots. So we're going 270 knots actually. And yeah. So we're not getting painted by those F-16s anymore, although we're just getting painted by another F-16 behind us, which will be this guy here, who I believe these 3 F-16s are coming to join me when we intercept these guys. They'll be able to catch up. But yeah, basically now all we've got to do is just wait the flight to intercept these guys. So you can see these 2 transport planes are trailing behind. This is the main fighter escort, and then that's another transport plane. I think if we go in behind them and then pick off the transport planes at the rear, so at the very least they're not going to have anything to take back home, then that's going to be a success. But yeah. So I'm gonna have a look now if I can spot them on my radar. So we're drifting a little bit left, so let me so let me adjust my trim. So you can see right now my radar has a range of 40 kilometers here. So what I can do is I can adjust it to 80 kilometers or 160 kilometers, or I can put it all the way down to I think it's 5 kilometers. I'm gonna have it set to 160, and you can see this thing going back and forward. That's what my radar. So my radar's scanning from side to side, and when it finds a target, like let's say these 2 F-16s that should be right in front of me. Yeah, these 2 F-16s that you can see over there. It'll scan from side to side, and then it'll pick them up here. And every time it scans there, you see they move more and more because every time it goes over that point, it gets their signal radar cross section and it relays it back to the plane. I just butchered explaining that, but hopefully you can kind of see what I'm trying to say. And oh, there we go. So that will be our first enemy plane. You can see there. So if I move the thingy, I can't remember the name for it, over there, we can see 64 kilometers away. Oh, hang on just a second. Right. My bad, sorry, I saw something out. So you can see 64 kilometers away, and you can see the guy behind him there, which will be this guy, I imagine. And there we go. So they're 2 MiG-29s, and you can see on our radar warning receiver, he can see us on his radar. Or his radar, rather, is painting us, as it were. So, our friendly forces are catching up to us, and they should be with us in no time. We've dropped quite a lot of height. We've got quite a lot of speed to make up for that. So we'll climb until we get to about 190 knots and see how far up that takes us. So what is that? I think that's... I have no clue what's just painted us. We're on a... not a great course to intercept. And to make things even worse, I might have to dip just before we get into any of the action. But, yeah. So, Our fuel will burn less and less fuel the further we climb. So you can see I'm remaining on the same throttle here, but my fuel flow is going down, which is good because we want to be burning as little as possible. And we've almost made it to 30,000 feet, which is where we'll level out. We'll probably go a couple thousand feet over that just so we can maintain height. Okay, we're closing in on them now. And we have our other patrolling pair of F-16s somewhere. Not exactly sure where. We have our guys coming in behind us. Where will those F-16s be? They're off to the front somewhere. I don't know where. Let me just... Oh, there they are, off to our front right. Ooh, bit of a stall there. Okay, so... Burnt around about 1,800 pounds of fuel climbing up to here. Alright. One thing I haven't figured out with the F-16 yet is how to adjust the amount of chaff and flares that I shoot out. Because if I press the chaff flare button, which basically like confuses incoming missiles, flares confuse heat seekers because they produce a lot of heat, and chaff confuses radar guided because, well, all the reflection, it's little pieces of aluminium foil that get released, and all the reflections off that confuses the missile. But if I press the button, it will release about 30 of them at once, whereas I just want it to release like 1 or 2, say. I thought what I did was I went list 7, and then I could edit it on this panel here, but that's only the warning that it gives you, so, yeah. Okay, oh, keep dropping so much height. Okay. Right, what I'm going to do is, just before we get to intercept them, I'm going to go, and I need to go for about 5 minutes max. So, we'll get up to 30,000, and then I will be gone for just a minute. But, ooh. MiGs still haven't got a lock on us, which I'm quite happy with. We could get a lock on them, I reckon. So, here we go. Yeah, so he's locked now, and now he's unlocked. So he'll have just got a beeping noise in his cockpit going off saying that someone's locked him, but now obviously he's unlocked, so alright, we'll level out here. I need to go for probably about 5 minutes, maybe less, and yep, I shall be right back. Hang in there, by the way. Alright, sorry about that. Ooh, I know that was a little bit of a wait for you lot, but yep, I'm back. So, right, I will resume the flight and we'll continue on, try and intercept these guys. And yep, thanks for sticking around, the one person that did. It is much appreciated. But without further ado, let's get this show on the road. So our wingman has just located the enemy. Don't know. Yeah, look, there they are. And then I don't know where my guy is. But we drop some more height again. We'll see if we can gain it back. See if we can gain it back. Come on. Come on. Alright, so we're gonna be dropping in a little bit behind. A little bit behind them, like I said, so we can carry on with our plan of hit the guy at the back. We might actually hit this guy in the middle. So if I just get my lock shimmied over to him, why is it in that mode? No. Oops. In a second. AA mode. No, we want CP. Go out to a 160. Alright. We're going to turn over this way a little bit so we can get this guy in the radar. Because I think right now we're only picking up the two front runners here. We're not getting this guy. I can't see him. Just don't know exactly where he is. Oh, alright, here we go. Yeah, so what the? Is this guy underneath? What is he doing? What are you doing? So, I say, we'll hit this guy here. So there's our lock. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this guy here. You might even be able to see their contrails now. No, not quite. So there he is. Oh, I need to try and gain back some of that altitude. Afterburner's engaged. I'm just gonna climb. See, that fuel flow's gone up to a lovely 23,000 pounds an hour. By the way, I can't remember how many. I can't remember how many gallons it is, but I think 40. Yeah, if you go on full throttle in something like the F4 Phantom, which is a Vietnam era fighter, you'll be burning about 40 pounds a second of fuel. That's That's like what, 20-ish kilos, probably about 15 kilos a second of fuel. That's insane. Right, so okay, we burnt quite a lot of fuel getting that climb on, but good news is we got a fair bit of speed, 250 knots, and we've got a fair bit of altitude, and our wingman is somewhere underneath us, so we'll level out about here just to keep our speed, put the trim a little bit forwards. Okay, so right now, what are we looking at? So I might actually even pause this quickly just to show you guys what I'm talking about. In fact, yeah. So look, so here we go. We've got our missile lock. Yeah. So this is the circle. This big circle right now is where where we are pointing. This square diamond is the target. And this little circle is telling us where we should aim if we want to launch our missile. So it's telling us we want to aim down here. Now, how do I know that? Because we want to get this little circle in the middle of this big circle. So if you look, if I aim down here, it goes into the middle, and that's apparently an ideal position to aim for our missile launch. Yeah. So what else is there to look at? So this bar on the side is very important. Now, it's kind of hard to see because it's all squished together, but this line at the bottom here, there'll be another line somewhere there that will tell us the missile's minimum effective range, because it needs time to arm and actually launch, etc, etc. This bar here, this kind of, it's like a little rectangle, I don't know if you can see this bar here, that's our missile's effective range, where if the target was to try and dodge it, they wouldn't be able to, it would still hit them. And then this top kind of line like here, that's the maximum effective range of our missile. So we could launch it there, and it would have enough range to hit them probably. But if they maneuvered, it would probably miss. And I believe this is the speed at. It's something to do with like either the speed that we're converging at, or the speed that they're. I can't remember. Don't hold me to that. I can't remember. But anyway, let's keep going. So, let's see, where am I? My other. I don't know where my wingman has gone. I really don't want to be alone. Oh, look, they're all back there. They haven't managed to climb up as high as me. That's alright. So these guys are actually slightly above us. You can see their contrails. So you can see another contrail here. You see one here. There should be one over there somewhere where the backup guy is. I think it's there. I can't quite see though. So we're dropping a lot of height now. Let's just keep ourselves on track. And just to double check, I think we might actually even be aiming in on the this guy here, on this guy here, sorry. I think we are. Let me just, what happened if what's that got us a lock on now? It's got us a lock on that. We'll hit the last guy then. We'll hit, oh no, maybe, no, yeah, that isn't even the last guy then. Where is the last guy? Well, the last guy's obviously here, but it's not saying he is. Oh no, yeah, okay, there we go. So we got a lock on him, and you can see we're closing in. Now, whilst we're closing in, I'll say as well that these missiles, the radar guided ones I'm about to fire at this guy, they shoot. They have about a few seconds of propellant that will get them going pretty fast, and then they'll basically glide through the air very fast towards the target, and they use their fins to steer. They don't get powered all the way there, like you might expect. But sorry, yeah. That means that every turn they make, every time this guy adjusts his path, the missile has to make another turn so that it hits him, and that will bleed off a lot of energy. So the missile can end up literally just running out of speed and not being able to catch up. So we can help this by going fast, so the missile's going faster right off the bat. We can help it by giving this guy lead, which I'm doing right now, so the missile doesn't have to bend. Instead of pointing it this way, the missile will obviously have to lead. So the missile can just fire forwards, maybe go a little bit that way, but it doesn't have to go all the way in front of the guy. We can also do this by helping to give altitude over the guy, which we don't have currently, but afterburner engaged. But you know, that doesn't matter too much because all the other factors are all right. Even though there are little circles telling me to aim down there, which I don't know. So we're converging on this guy faster and faster. I think he'll be going at about 200 knots, give or take. There we go. Afterburners off. There we are. So the thing we've got to watch out for is that these MiG-29s don't turn around and come back on us, because we're catching up with this guy. Slowly but surely we're catching up with this guy. And as long as we can shoot down at least like one transport aircraft, you know, that's less ammo shipped to these guys, that's less personnel probably, etc, etc. And the yak that we're chasing, or is it an the IL-76 Illusion IL-76 that we're chasing? It's not very maneuverable. It's big four-engined aircraft, I believe, and it's got countermeasures, but I don't know. I don't even know if it has a radar warning receiver that will tell us that we've got a lock on it. I'm sure it must have, but I don't know. So almost in range, almost. My other guys probably won't shoot anything right now. They'll wait for me to do something. Alright. We are shooting a Fox 3 missile. I need to remember the terms. I just know it's a Fox 3 missile, so... what's the definition? I'll have to search up definitions after this, but yeah, don't hold me on that. Alright, so we have just closed into the range to fire the missile. Uh-oh, the MiG-29s have turned around. Yeah, they're heading back around for us. We're painted on their radar, so... I'm gonna shoot a missile at this guy in just a second. Come on, you bastard. Come on. Yeah, we're in range. Alright, Fox 3. And you can see the MiG-29's turning around to get to us. So, propellants run out. You can see it just glides towards this guy. And in the meantime... Oh, no, I want to get a shot of this hitting this guy. Okay, so in the meantime, we're just going to zoom out. There's the other two MiG-29s coming towards us. And then... Oh, yeah, look at this. Boom. Splash. So, there are the two MiG-29s turning towards us. We're well within range to launch a missile, so that's what I'm going to do. Right, Fox 3. A-120's gone up, so it can dip back down. We've got to watch these guys don't put their own missiles on us. Oh. This is where I always die, by the way, so... Come on! Oh! Yes! Let's go! Okay. Switching to that wall sign. Come on. Okay. There we go. Aim 9. Oh. Yes. Splash. So, let me just turn that off. Oh my god. Right. MiG-29 destroyed. Easy peasy. 11 o'clock. We've got something at 11 o'clock. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. God damn. So, we got both of them. We got transport aircraft, both of the escorts, and we've got two Su-30s heading in northbound to us. I don't think we lost any F-86s during that, no. So, we'll just be careful as well. Oh, oops. My bad. Be careful as well. We don't... Oh, I need to pause this to get my bearings. So we'll just be careful because we don't get too far into these radar like covered areas. So we shot down one IL-76. We shot down two MiG-29s. And we've got two Su-30s, which are fighters. They're coming in. yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see how this goes, basically. We'll try and shoot these guys down, but I don't think it's gonna go too well. Right. Oh, here goes nothing. So yeah, there we go. AIM 120Cs. We're drifting a little bit right, so I'm just gonna put some left. Oh, where are these two? I can't find them on the radar. And they're literally right. Look, there they are. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Right, incoming. Right. Right, chaff flare's going out. Come on, I'm not fucking dying to this, bro. Here it comes. Jesus Christ. Oh, no, we dodged like 3 of them. Oh, so that was... Alright, well, there we go. There we go. Like, oh, man, what a shame. What a shame. But we did pretty well. We shot down 2 enemy aircraft before they could get us. Well, we shot down 3, but we shot down 2 enemy fighters before they could get us. We dodged a missile before that one got us. We ran out of chaff and flares at the end of that as well. I was deploying them like crazy, you could probably hear. But yeah, that was, I would deem that fairly successful. It'd be interesting to see how our... Yeah, look, there he goes. Just putting out some chaff. And you can see this R-77 missile on his tail, which has lost a lot of its energy from the looks of it. And yeah, look, that's not going to be hitting anyone. This one might, wherever it is though. Oh. No. Yeah, it's lost all of its energy. But hopefully we can get some revenge on these Russians. Nice. That just absolutely clarted into one. So, takeaways from this to learn. I have a lot to learn about the F-16. You can see that it's quite a... DCS is obviously quite a complicated game. I wouldn't say it's like hard. It obviously is hard, but you know, it's there's just a lot of stuff to learn and take in from my experience. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this game to anyone that so wishes. I might actually show you how good of a pilot I am if I just come out of this, because I just got my ass absolutely handed to me there. I've got to kind of make it up, haven't I? So if you look at this, that was a very long mission, by the way. That was like 40 minutes. But yeah, if we have a look, ooh, that was a shame. That was a shame. But we got pretty far. But if we go into 2v1 combat maneuvering, these instant missions that DCS do are they're lovely. I love them. You can just kind of plink around in them. You know, if you die, you die. If you don't die, well, you don't die. And as well, you don't have to worry about things like fuel. Like, you saw me stressing over that quite a lot in the last one. But whereas in these things, obviously, you're just going to burn around and you're not really going to care. It says, oh, You can now end the mission or land at the base. Yeah, no, I'm not landing at the base, mate. I'm dipping straight out of there. So,
An enemy aircraft is either in front of you, behind you, or to the side. Work with your wingman to achieve an offensive position and gain the kill as quickly as possible.
Alright, off to the right. Yep. Oh, I'm not on bore sight mode. Oh, come on. Okay, well, we've just done a merger. Let's switch to bore sight mode. Oh, give me just a second, sorry. Alright, sorry about that. I just had to sort something out with my cat. Alright, so this guy, oh, we're kind of fucked here. Oh, he's putting out chaff. Oh! Okay, buddy. We've lost a lot of our speed here as well, which isn't great. There we go. Fox 1. Come on. Get him. Get him. Boom. Splash.
Splash 1. A second enemy aircraft has entered the area. Locate it and work with your wingman to take it out.
Oh, fuck. I'm not picking him up on the... Can't spot him. Look at that. 60,000 pounds per second. Okay, this thing's going. Okay, then you bastard, come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. Yeah. Alright, I just fired a burst with my gun. I think we got him though. We're too close to use missiles as well. Come on. There we go. Splashed him with the gun. He's down.
You may exit the mission or return to base.
You know what? Waste not, want not. I'm making sure the Russians don't ever get any use out of this again. Oh. Bad shot. I don't know why we don't have any tracers loaded as well. That's kind of annoying. Alright. Well, that was a pretty gnarly dogfight. I'm glad I got to use the gun and I got to show you what good of a shot I am, leading that guy and everything. But yeah, that's a summary of DCS. I think, to be honest, you can do a lot of good stuff. Like, I could probably shut down... Look, watch this. I just shut down the main power of my aircraft mid-air, and it's actually still working. And what else could we do? Look, if we just press all of these buttons randomly, like I can shut down this, I can shut down that. How about we shut down the engine? I think that sounds like a good idea. Ooh. I don't even know what... I know what some of these switches do, but like the other ones, you know. But yeah, anyway, DCS is a really good game. It's quite expensive. Like, the planes cost a lot, so I can only afford the F-16, but because it's fully interactive, you really do get your money's worth, especially considering it's on sale. It's not just like buying a DLC, it's like buying a whole other game, because everything's different to learn, everything's in a different place. But yeah, and you can choose to kind of do more instant action like what I just did, or you can do like full-on missions like the other one I just did and completely got my ass handed to me in. But yeah, in the end, you can do pretty much whatever you want to do. It's within reason, obviously. It's a eating my lunch. Sorry, I highly recommend it. Very good game. But yep, take care, and you've got to see this because